All right, so I'm looking at this thing here, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. But I think what I'm going to do is, I see it's like pitted up to, I don't know, about right here. And I've got the new one here. And so what it is it's welded underneath this edge. So there's plug welds along the top here, or you know, they're pinch welds along the top. And so normally I would just cut this out, but you know, most of the time whenever you have this part that's completely rusted out, you're going to have issues with this edge, just so you know. And so what I'm going to do is, I'm looking right here, I think it looks like the pitting kind of starts right there and works its way down. So I'll probably cut this part off, okay, and then that will remove this part underneath. So that's why I haven't. Normally what I would do is grab a hold of it and peel it off like I did this one. I actually just rolled this up like a can of Spam, and I take it off, and all the welds, you can see the little, you know, ones that are there. I'll just grind those down and grind away this stuff. And I'll just on this one I'll go ahead and cut right along this edge here, not the top very edge, but I'll leave a little bit of meat there for you to weld on, so I can kind of tuck it underneath, be easier. And then I'll put a new piece of metal, using that metal down there, along this edge. Now I'm not going to have this little tiny bit of a rolled edge, if you can see there, but it's something you don't really notice. I've done this before. So this one here on this side looks like it's rotten all the way up into the corner. So I'll just go up into here and replace all that, and then I'll put the new one in, put the new piece on, and weld it up. So I'll let you guys take a look at that as I do it, and I'll set up the stuff for you so you can watch while I'm doing it. I think you could use the cutoff wheel to take this off, but I may end up using the plasma cutter. It's on the other side of the shop, and I may be able to use it right now. All I'll do is I'll take a straight edge and I'll hold it there, and I'll just cut it with a straight edge. It'll be fast and easy, come right off, less noise than if I'm using a cutoff wheel, and a lot less easier on your body, I think. I'm not sure if there's any spot welds along the middle. I can't remember. It's been a while since I had one of these off. But then I'll grind all this away, and then just basically I'll pop holes in here along this edge, okay, and then I'm going to spot weld, or a plug weld, all along here to replicate that. In the top I'll probably do the same. I'll plug weld holes along the top here. So that's how it was actually pinch welded, same type of thing. So we're trying to replicate that. We'll get that in here, get that piece on. Those of you guys who are curious, this is more of a rough of what the corner looks like after I'm done. I still have a little more grinding to do here, and a little more pounding, but kind of stopped right there, and I still do need to weld the inside edge, so I'll probably do that as well from the corner. All right, I'll talk to you guys in the next portion of the video. About an inch and a half or so. You're wondering where you get these harbor freight tools. I got them there. Other places too. I mean, you can get one if you want. Should be all right. Let's clean this up a little bit. I already did this once. Just see that rust is pretty inactive at this point. Put some conditioner on here, so some paint behind here. Let this dry for a little bit. Let's get a couple coats. Let this dry. Bring you guys back in. I'll do a couple coats on there. You get the idea. I want to make sure it's all. Don't want it to rust again. All the rest has been treated already. Did that a while back, and it's still like when I brushed it off, you see it's still black. Then you know it's penetrated all the way through it. Good to go. So put some paint on here. Try to give it a little grind here. Right, let me just get this in the grind here. Tune this fella up. I'm going to get this down here, right here where these spot welds were. I gotta straighten that thing out. Put the hammer dolly a little bit, kind of beat up. Taking it off. Alright, we got back in a minute. There's a lot of stuff to do. I'll peel all this off of here, hammer it down, get it looking. Alright, so in order to get this to fit, I had to pound this end down and the other side, make sure all the metal's off of here. And then, let's see, get you guys right here. And then make sure all my welds are gone here. And then I put it in place here and have to make sure it's flush here. Hit it in, and then I can clamp it. Make sure it's lined up on the top edge here. Top edge here. Clamp it in place. welded in. See if I can, maybe I can start doing that. Then I'll make pop holes in this thing. I can do that real quick for you. Pop some holes in here, which ends my straight edge right there. Oh, wrong end. Got it right. Whoop. Definitely want to weld the top edge first when I gotta cut this off. I'll pop these holes here and then I'll weld through it to the top. Let you guys watch my taps. We'll get easy on that. Have this thing in a jiffy. There's really not much to do in these. It's just fitting them. They don't ever fit. So they never just drop right in. so let's take a look here what we did. Alright, so this is all ground down. I mean, you could sit here and grind it all super smooth, but I think I'm just going to do a little filler on there. That'll probably be good. And that way I'll kind of use the filler and kind of taper the edge to kind of replicate that. That probably will work. Doesn't look the greatest right now, but once it's got filler on it, you won't even notice at all. So down here, those all got plug welded pretty well. A couple that probably didn't hold, but that's okay when you do enough of them. Then you get a couple that don't hold, and so you got enough that work. That's all that matters. So, this little edge here, I'll just straighten that out. Take a hammer and chisel and just kind of run it, you know, carefully. It's kind of noisy, don't want to do it right now. So, yeah, that's about right. It's just a little off right here. Let me fix that real quick. I'll show you how you do it. Hey, do that from time to time. Move a little bit. A little persuasive tool here. Chisel. You can hear I got it when it gets different. Yeah, I took care of it. Kind of blend it in. There it is. Goodbye. That's how you do it. Okay, right here in the middle, I'll just cut one more piece and make this thing. I'll just lay it right underneath it. Hammer it in spot. Show you how you do it, just so you know. Trim with straight line first. It's always good to work with straight lines. And then I will do the same right chair. Just a hair longer than I need to. It's always, you can always make it shorter. A little harder to make it longer. I'll make it a little bit shorter. Grind it down a little bit. Noise alert. Alright, put this one in place. Anyway, guys get the idea. Knock that in there underneath. Weld it, and then grind it straight even with these. Pretty simple. Straightforward. And that one I'm not going to butt weld. These ones here I actually butt welded because I cut my piece too short. I was going to tuck it underneath, but got a little bit too short, so just improvised. Alright, so that's it for this. I'll touch you guys in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and make those comments. Keep them running. Love to see those comments down there. It helps the videos. Talk to you in the next one.